So I keep thinking today's sun. Whoa, it's moving on its own. Let me tighten this. Okay, it wants to be sideways. I'm doing this more for like a recording so I can look back later on in my life. I had two dreams last night. And when I remember the dreams and they're vivid, sorry, my pants are like going up my butt. When I remember dreams that are vivid, they're usually messages or like, I don't know, they mean something. So I had this dream that I was walking at night. I don't remember specifics. I just remember some stuff. I was walking at night and it was at a park and I was wearing my hoodie and a security guard came out of his car and he was like this really tall black man with green eyes and freckles. I think he was like almost 7 feet. And he came up to me and he's like, "What are you doing here at night? You know, this is dangerous for you." And he's like, "It's dangerous for me. Like, what am I going to do?" Like, it was a really interesting conversation. And then I told him, because I could see like the fear in his face. Like he was worried about his life more than me, because I guess, you know, he assumed that I was going to be a Karen and call the cops and be like, "This black man is assaulting me," which I would never do unless they were actually doing it. So I told him, I was like, "Listen, dude, like I see you, you matter. And I'm one of those people that are actively trying to change what's happening." And as soon as I said that, the dream changed because I am actively trying to change what's happening. I've been involved since I was in college with the prison system, which is racist. And the partnership I have with another nonprofit has another nonprofit called LEAP, where they advocate for incarcerated Black women. So anyways, the dream changed and I was walking and it was a really interesting point of view. Like, so I'm really short. And in my dream, I was surrounded by an indigenous group of people that I've never met, but I've seen them on YouTube. They have a channel. I forget what they're called. Natives React, I think. So I specifically remember like looking at them and I'm like, "Oh, it's these guys. I know them. They're like so cool. They're like my brothers." And the sun shining and it was like a clear sky and it was like really grassy. We were walking and then we I felt really safe with them. That's the feeling I got. Like it was really interesting. And we were walking and then we ended up going towards the reservation schools, which are really, really crappy. So the path changed to rocks, like not like huge rocks, but like medium rocks, because I assume I wasn't wearing shoes when I was there. I don't wear shoes when I'm walking in nature. And I'm sure that hurt my feet, but I noticed that there were a bunch of, I assumed it was a moose jaw, because a moose jaw has like a specific thing, but now that I have the shirt on, I think it was a buffalo. So I saw like pieces of animal skeletons, like the jaw part. And I was like, there's a lot of them, like just in the rocks. And I was like, "What are these?" And they're like, "Oh, those are all the girls that have been killed And I was like, what? And I was like, that's too much. Like, and then after that, the dream was kind of just like me going into the school and giving a speech about my life and the stuff that I have overcome. You know, being a weird, crazy mix of different cultures and ethnicities. And there were a lot of people there, which made me really happy. And everyone had like traditional textiles, like their, what's it called? I don't know what they call it. In different tribes have different words, but they had their traditional textiles, and like each person had a different one. And then I woke up and I was like, what does it mean? Because I've had dreams like that. I've had dreams like, I think like in the beginning of last year, it was a dream where I was being held captive by a psycho killer, and I had the opportunity to escape, and I was in his garage. You know, I was going to ambush him, right? And the only way that I would have survived was to take a knife that he had on a mini fridge. And I looked at it and I was like, I made the conscious decision not to kill this man. And there were some words exchanged that were like really specific. I wrote down that dream because it was like so like specific to me. And I was like, I'm not going to kill somebody to save my own life. And I know that's really weird. People don't do that, but I guess I'm that person. So yeah, those are the dreams that I have. And then I had another one where I specifically remember telling another person who was going to kill me. I said, what you do unto others will come back to you 100-fold. And then I woke up and I was like, okay. So yeah, I have weird dreams. I've had dreams of people before I met them. I had a dream about this guy that I won't mention his name because he's a jerk. He showed up in my dream, and he was like, hey, Michelle. And I was like, who's that? And then the next day I met him in real life and I was like, what? So yeah, I have really weird dreams sometimes. I think that's just my intuition and my witchy pagan background. You know, and of course there's going to be doctors and people that are going to refute that, like dreams mean nothing, or this is your subconscious mind trying to tell you something. It's like both subconscious and it's also deeper than I could ever know, I think. This is a nice bottle. I don't know what I'm going to use it for. So yeah, and then trying to look up the meaning of my dreams, like it's impossible because it is so specific to who I am that the generalizations never work out. And I just have to guess. But yeah, I've had 2 people appear in my dreams. And then well, I haven't met the other one in real life. I assume I'm going to meet them because it was like the same one where I met the guy that is a jerk. But you know, like I can't predict how it's going to happen or when it's going to happen. It's just it's very random, like, and I really don't know. But yeah, I'm going to be working on some necklaces because we adopted a cat. Let me go find him. He's so cute. He's asleep. I'll show you a picture. His name is Gently. It's short for gentleman. I named him. I picked that name up. See if I can find it. I only have this picture because this is what they're sleeping right now. So my roommate and the cat. So he's a little gentleman and he has a little bow tie and he's super sweet. And Heidi loves him already. Like Heidi is like obsessed with him. Like she wants to play with him and he's like, he doesn't know what to do. So about the cat, so we adopted him and they were giving him like flea medication and they gave me the vial of the vaccination and I'm going to make that into a necklace because it's really cool. Like it's a really nice piece. And then I have another thing that I have to make a necklace for because I ordered it and I don't have any chain, so I have to make it by hand. So wait, maybe I do have chain. No, I don't have any chains that I can use unless I use one from a cross that I have. I could do that. So I have this necklace that I have from, I think it's like the 90s, like mid 90s, late 90s. It's an anime necklace. And I bought it because it's a cross from this series called I'm having a brain fart. It's so like old. Let me look it up. Trinity Blood, which is about Abel and Cain, who are vampires instead of humans. And I really like the series. So I bought this really cool cross. It's a black cross with wings on it. And it's on a really long necklace, but I think I'm gonna modify that and change it to something different. Yeah, that's what I do. I change things. And that's pretty much it. I don't think I have any more dreams that I can remember. I think I mentioned a dream a long time ago where my father's friend's wife passed away and she visited me in my sleep and she said goodbye. And then, nobody knew that she passed away, but I did. And then everyone was like, what? And this is not like an uncommon thing. Like my mom predicted that her brother was going to die. And he was all the way in Colombia. She had a dream that he crashed his motorcycle and he died. And, it came true. But because people don't believe, like if they don't trust their instincts and they don't trust, the feeling, the intuition, you can't develop those skills, so I accepted, because I'm weird and I'm a black sheep. I accepted my gifts because they help me. Like my dreams help me in real life. And I wouldn't want to reject helpful advice from anything. So, and of course, like when I tell people about my dreams, people look at me weird. They're like, oh, it doesn't mean anything. It's like, no, it means something. Because there's dreams that are like garbage, like it's just the stress that you kept in all day, like all the stuff that you consume. They're garbage dreams. And then there's vivid dreams. And then there's premonitions. That's how I see it, how I've categorized my dreams. Garbage dreams, I don't remember. Vivid dreams, depending if they're really important, I'll remember them when I wake up. And then premonitions are the ones that haven't happened yet, but they're in the future. And then we can go into science because people need science to understand this. Time isn't linear. So in reality, you can, whatever. And time doesn't really exist in the first place. It's something that we created. So yeah, the premonitions are the most interesting ones because, like, they'll come true, So it's really interesting to see those. I don't get those. I've only gotten 2. And I think I got another one, actually. I'm trying to remember. There was another one I had when I was young. No, I can't remember. But now that I have accepted myself, for the witch that I am, they're easier to pick up on. Like, I can separate what's garbage, what's a message, and then what's a premonition. So that makes it easier for me. So I don't have to be wondering, like, what does it mean? And I think my sister too, she has some psychic abilities, but she doesn't practice that. So yeah, okay. There was another one. This one scared me. This was really scary. So when I was in high school, I used to stay up until like 3 a.m. And my room is all the way on the back of the house, and the kitchen's all the way down this long hallway. So I got really thirsty, and I didn't turn on the lights because, like, my parents sleep with their door open. So I went into the kitchen to get some water, and then I turned around, and there was a person in a white dress in the hallway. They walked into my parents' room and then disappeared. And I freaked out. Like, I ran into my room and I was like, and then I asked my dad, like, I was like, were you up last night at 3 a.m? Because he wears a white bathrobe sometimes. And he was like, no. And I was like, whoa, okay. And then I told I think when I told my dad that, he was like, that's so weird because when I sleep on the couch, one night I was sleeping and something woke me up, and there was a woman pointing to the ceiling in a white dress. And I was like, I don't know who this is. And I never figured out who it was because I was like, I don't know where to begin. Like, I have no idea. It's weird. Thinking about it now. Could it be a projection from a time that hasn't happened yet? I don't know. Anything is possible. And that's my base belief. If anyone wants to fight me, I believe anything is possible. I leave it open because I'm not going to limit anything. That's kind of boring. If you limit your life based on your perception, I find that really boring. Like, anything is possible. Like, it's just better for me. Like, I don't know what else to say. That's how I say everything. Like, I believe anything is possible. And there's a lot of scientists that, they limit themselves too. And I've talked about this before. You can't do that if you're a scientist. You have to, science is an evolution. it's never going to stay the same. And then, when people have facts, it's the same thing, like things change, they evolve. So by having the mindset that anything is possible, excuse me, yeah, I always burp so much. It really gives you more power, like over yourself mainly, because if I never had the belief that anything was possible, I don't think I would have achieved anything in my life. I would have remained depressed and suicidal and living with my parents until I was in my 50s or something. And, I absolutely refuse to acknowledge anyone else's worldview. That was, people try to impose their views on you if they think you're crazy. There's like, that is impossible, that this is how the world works, and I think that's just stupid. Like, it's really dumb. And if I wanted to, I could destroy them with verbal debate, but it really depends on my mood. So I think anything is possible. I just leave it up to that. And it is, like, I've had encounters with not strange people, but like I've had encounters with people I've never met who have said things that were like so like meaningful for the time. Like, for example, when I was working, what year was I working in? From 2016 to 2017, I was working in retail and I hated that job. Like, I absolutely hated that job, and I hated everyone, like customers, not the workers, but I hated like all the customers because they were just assholes. Like, they were just disrespectful. And I was like dying, like, in that job. Like, my soul was like dying. And for some reason, like, I don't know why, I would get religious people coming up to me and they're like, "Oh, we want to pray for you," and I'm like, like, I can't say no. And then they would pray for me. And then at that time, I wasn't really, I was so angry about my religious upbringing, which was like abusive Catholicism, so I wasn't really happy about that. And I actually had a lady, because I was complaining to my coworker. I was like, like, not everyone's religious. Like, it's kind of rude to like kind of corner someone and do that. And I had a customer heard me, and she said that, "Oh my God, they prayed for you. Like, why don't you put a gun to your head?" Like, literally, she said that to me. And I was like, the fuck? Like, you just said that to me? That's why I hated that job. And anyways, and then the same day, I was sitting outside and I was kind of like upset about what that bitch said. I was like, who the fuck says that? Like, put a gun to your head. Like, how ignorant. And, I don't think I got my tattoo at that time, but like, I was just like, wow, these fucking people. Anyways, so I was sitting there outside because, it was the only sunlight I could get, because I worked like 9-10 hours from 8 a.m. to whenever, and sometimes beyond that. So I would miss the whole day. So on my break, I was sitting there, and this other girl came up to me, and I can't remember what she said, but she was a lot more sweet. Like, she wasn't like imposing herself on me, like in a weird, like awkward way. And she's like, "Hey, can I tell you something? Like, somebody's trying to talk through me." And I was like, "Oh, go ahead." Like, I was really curious. And she said that I'm trying to remember. Something about me being really strong and that things would work out. Like, it was really meaningful, and I can't remember. I never wrote it down, but I was like, that's so weird. And she also said like something like, I see you, or like God sees you and he loves you or something. And I was like, so that's stuff that I come up to. And then I have like other experiences where when I was in college, the time that I was taking lithium, which was a very dangerous medication for me because lithium is so dangerous. So on lithium, I was basically essentially like high, like beyond any control that I ever had. Like, I was legally high. And because of that, I kept getting into like serendipity. Like, it was really weird. Because if you've ever been like experimented with drugs, I have not experimented with like any psychedelics, but I've read the whole book for DMT. And when you're on drugs that influence your mind, they open your mind to higher realm or higher thinking, whatever, however you want to say it. So I was really high when I came back from, being in the hospital, and I met this beautiful woman who had really she was black and she had really beautiful like dirty blonde hair, and I said something to her. I can't remember because I was like so gone, but I said, you're so strong, you shouldn't give up, like randomly. And I just told her how I felt about her at the time, and I was like, you're so beautiful, and can I bless you? And then I kissed her on the forehead, and then I said, after I did that, I was like, I see sunflowers, like I don't know why. And she's like, my husband painted sunflowers in my house. And I was like, oh, that makes sense. And then I left, and I never I follow her on Instagram, and then she messaged me like a year after or 2 years after I graduated, and she's like, when you said that to me, I was thinking of quitting school because it was just too much, and because of you, I finished. And I was like, damn. And then my other experience while I was on lithium was I was on the Metro Mover, and there was this beautiful homeless woman who had a turban on, and I came up to her and I was like, I see you, and I want you to know that you're loved and you matter. And she started crying, and she said, yes, I know I'm loved because I love God and all that. And then I started crying, and then I kissed her on the forehead, and I never saw her again. So it's really weird stuff. I don't find it weird. I understand why it happened, but other people, I'm sure the people observing me like kissing somebody who is deemed dirty is weird. She was not dirty at all. She took care of herself. But people on the street are dirty and a waste of space, and they're disgusting and an eyesore. I don't agree with any of that. So those are the things that I went through when I was on lithium, and there's a lot more. Like, I was on lithium for 2 years because I had a shitty doctor. And after I decided, like, I had enough of being used as a guinea pig for these drugs, I told the doctor, I'm not taking this shit anymore. And he flipped out on me. He was like, well, you're going to end up like Robin Williams. And I was like, at the time I was just like, I'm getting out of here. Like, I'm tired of all these dumbasses, you know? So I stopped taking lithium, and then I took some other medication that made my face like blow up, and I gained so much weight. Like, I was like, so yeah. And then from there, I started getting serious about taking control of my life and my destiny and creating my own business, making my own job, because I was just, in general, just tired of people's impressions of their limitations placed on me. Like, literally, people would be like, when I tell them that, hey, I want to have a nonprofit one day, and they would say, I think you're trying to do too much, or, I think you're gonna stress yourself out and you're going to end up in the hospital again. Or it's like when I say, like, hey, I want 2 jobs because I need more money, they're like, we don't think that's a good idea. So after hearing that for most of my life, I was like, you know what, fuck these people, fuck all these people, I'm going to do what the fuck I want to do. And then that's what I did. And I have had this nonprofit for 2 years. Well, 2 years in December, even though Corona hit and I haven't had anybody to do anything with. It's still there. And yeah, so I honestly, like, just believe in yourself, believe anything is possible. Because in general it is. I mean, if you think about it, if you base it on probability and chance, it's like a game. Think of it as a randomly generated level. Every day you wake up, it's a different level, and anything is possible. I have to relate it to games because I think that's what people understand. Like, but yeah, my roommate's snoring. He's so loud. I'm a light sleeper, so I can hear him snoring from over there. And sometimes when I'm sleeping, he stays up until like 3, 4 in the morning. And then he decides that he has to do chores at 3, 4 in the morning. And I wake up and I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm doing chores. And I'm like, you woke me up. So then what I do is I wake up at like 6 in the morning and I blast music like to volume 100. That's my revenge. I don't know why I'm talking about that. I hate it when people wake me up. Like, I literally like want to murder somebody when somebody wakes me up. Oh yeah, actually. Yes. Okay. So I didn't realize I had my journal here. So I write it, the dreams that I have. Let me see. There's just so much stuff in here. Yeah, I wrote down everything while I was trying to get Kind Studio funded, and I wrote down everyone who rejected me, not because I was gonna be like, oh, I'm sad about it. I just wanted to remember those moments and then become stronger. And I remember exactly why they rejected me and what they said. And Anyways, I can't find it. Oh, okay. So this dream I wrote down right after I saw it, because this was so relevant to what was happening. Basically, I was severely, severely depressed after getting rejected the third time by people to fund my nonprofit organization. I was like, is this ever going to happen? Because why is it so hard to just get money for something that's going to help people? You know, like everyone rejected me. They said that, you know, it wasn't innovative enough. It was a risk. And I was like, you're fucking telling me I'm a fucking risk. Like, shut the fuck up. So, you know, at that point I was like, is this ever going to happen? And I was really, really depressed. And I went to sleep like really sad. And I had this really vivid dream. And I wrote it down because it made me cry in my dream, which never happened before. I've never had a dream where I was crying in my dream. And I was like, oh, not out of sadness, but out of happiness. So I was in a house that had unlocked windows, and I closed and locked them all. I have this thing where if windows are open, I have to close them because it's just a habit. I don't know. I'm weird. And then I saw a room, like a garage. I walked into it and it was filled with art supplies. I started to cry because I knew it was because of my nonprofit. I walked through several rooms that were like kids' rooms, and I saw 4 boys with red hair, which were all different ages, and I knew they were mine. And then I wrote in parentheses, I feel so much better. Yeah, so one of the things that I really wanted to do was adopt children. And apparently I'm going to have 4. Good luck. That's fine with me. I don't care. I'm not having 4. I'm going to adopt 4. So that was a really beautiful dream for me. And then what else do I have? That's a really personal dream. I don't like to share it very much because I think it will scare most men away. You know, she wants 4 kids. Like, you know, most people only want like 1 or 2. No. Anyways, beginning of the new. So on August 1st, I started revisiting my spirituality. And I also put quotes that I liked. And I put God has a sense of humor. And I put me. I guess I made that up. I don't know if I did. And then August 2nd, I finally got my driver's license after like 10 years of not wanting to do it. I hate driving in Miami. It's just so disgusting. Not disgusting. It's just like really just aggressive. I hated it. And so I have like random thoughts written down, and I'm just going to share them because, you know, it makes sense to me. It might not make sense to you. So I put, if the theory of overlapping universes is true, and I put in quotation marks, plausible, there's a me that is already successful, but in their own sense of the idea. And then the rest is not really important. Oh, and this part is, to be honest, it's totally possible this is just an experiment to discover what consciousness really is. And this was before I started reading books on DMT, spirituality. Like I didn't really study this very much as I have now. And obviously, like I've come to the answer I found. And then I wrote, my current concern is my other half. What do I want or need from someone else? And at this time, I wasn't really sure what I wanted in a partner, because I had so many. I think it was right after my ex left, and I was like, I don't know if I ever want to date ever again. And I have some more quotes and some art that I have to make with these quotes because I love them. I had a dream about a crocodile. I don't know if I wrote it down. I hope I did because it was really interesting. I had a fear of crocodiles. Like, they scared me. And then I had a dream about one. And then I was like, oh, okay. I have mantras. I have this mantra that I found in a magazine probably 2010. And I kept it because it just impacted me so much. And it's what if religion was each other? If our practice was our life? If prayer was our words? What if the temple was the earth? If forests were our church? If holy water, the rivers, lakes, and oceans? What if meditation was our relationship? If the teacher was life? If wisdom was self-knowledge? If love was the center of our being? And I just absolutely love that. Like, I'm going to make it into something really well printed one day, because that it describes my view on life. And then I have another mantra, but I don't know where this one's from. I think this one's relevant to what's happening now. So I'm going to say it. This is, sorry. This is something that we should practice. When I say we, I said Americans, like, or people who are really upset with what's going on. So the mantra is, keep my anger from becoming meanness. And I have that problem still. I try my best not to be mean when I get angry, but I'm human, so I make mistakes. Keep my sorrow from collapsing into self-pity. Keep my heart soft enough to keep breaking. I really like that. Keep my anger turned towards justice, not cruelty. And that's what the BLM movement should really concentrate on being. Remind me that all of this, every bit of it, is for love, and keep me fiercely kind. And I don't remember where I put that. I have another dream. This dream, quite simply, was, I remember the details. The world was covered in trash, and there were humans and there were AIs, like artificial intelligent robots who looked humanoid, but kind of like the ones from, what was that movie with Will Smith? Like them, in a way, like the white. So I dreamt that I was pleading to the AI to help save the earth instead of destroying it, and telling them that we should work together to clean the planet that we live on. I guess I'm, in other lives or in my dreams, I'm an ambassador, a advocate of peace, regardless of where I am. And then I have this cute little drawing of hopes and dreams. I have done most of them, except for get a car, which I probably won't get a car ever. Shit, I dropped all my papers. Traveling, I'm going to do at the end of December. Make a stamp and do a speech. I've done several speeches, but I think this is going to be like a big speech. Let me get my sheet. I have random stuff stuffed in things. Just stuff I like. I'm weird. It's like scrapbooking, but more fun. All right. Do 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 do. And just ideas that I have, which I'm not going to mention because people like to steal good shit. And then finally, I decided what I wanted in a partner. Yeah. And this was before, this was still 2018, 2019, early 2019. I'm not going to mention what I put because, you know, that's private. Another mantra and some words that I liked, as usual. And then another mantra, which I love. It's one of my favorite. And I still have to fill this out because I have blank space. This is a mantra in Sanskrit, I think. I don't know the title but I have it. It's Ajaya Le, Abaya Abai, Abu Aju, Anes Akas, Agas Abans. Sanskrit is hard. Agans, Abans, Alak Abaka, Abak. Akal Dayal, Alaka Abaka. Anam Akam, Aga Ata, Anathe Pramathe, Ajani Amonne, Narange, Narupe Nareke, Akarmang Abarmang, Aganje Alake. This is Abu Aju, I think that's what it's called. No, Ale Kala, something like that. It's about God. And basically what it means is invincible, indestructible, fearless, unchanging, unformed, unborn, imperishable, etheric, unbreakable, impenetrable, unseen, unaffected, undying, merciful, indescribable, unaccustomed, nameless, desireless, unfathomable, incorruptible, unmastered, destroyer, beyond birth, beyond silence, beyond love, beyond color, which I find really interesting. Beyond color. Like, I still don't understand what that means. Beyond form, beyond shape, beyond karma, beyond doubt, unconquerable, indestructible. I love it. Oh, snap. I have some old tarot card readings. I don't know. It's hard to tell. I had another dream of this other man. I don't know who he is. It was just really like quick. It wasn't a man. It was like a young boy. I think he was like in his mid-teens. He looked albino and he had gray eyes. And then I never saw him again. It was interesting. Like, his hair was almost white, but I assume it was like blonde. And then I got dreams about it was in the same dream, actually. After I saw the albino guy, I had the Finnish flag appear in my dream, and I was like, okay. And some word that I could not read that started with an E that was really long, and I was like, I have no idea how I'm going to figure that out. Um, who knows? It's a mystery. I already figured it out. But anyways, what else do I have? Just some things that happened in October. Oh, it happened on my sister's birthday. I was trying to get a full-time job to move out of my parents' house, but it was so intense and like so high paced. I was like, I can't do this. Like, this is just too much like information. And it wasn't like a good job. It was a customer service job where you answer phones and deal with people's bullshit. So I quit like the third day. And if I wasn't in the place that I was, I would have saw that as a personal failure. But oh wait, I did see it as a personal failure. But then I wrote later on that work isn't who I am. So some stories. I always write romance stories, but those I'm never gonna share on social media or YouTube because I plan on publishing one day, and I don't want anyone to use my characters, because it's so personal. What else do I have? I was planning a book. Which I should actually look back into this because I started writing it already. But this one has some layouts that I didn't use, so I'm going to go back to that. Just some random drawings, doodles. Plan for my next tattoo. Something that appeared in my dream. This word I've never seen. Actually, I should look it up again because I forgot what it means. In Japanese, risu. Oh, it was squirrel. I don't know why. Literally, like it was the characters. Hold on. Okay. There he goes. The characters appeared in my dream, not the romanization. And I'll show you. I don't want to show you everything, but that's my tattoo that I'm planning. I'm showing boobs. Oh, what are the kids gonna say? But anyways, Risu appeared like this, and I was like, what? I've never seen that word. I didn't put the date. On December 23rd is when the jerk appeared in my dream. And then I met him on the 24th. Anyways. What else do we have? Another short story. Ooh, this one's very saucy. I like this one. Yeah, I have stories written everywhere, like in different books, like in sketchbooks. Like I really have to like compile them because it's just getting out of hand. I forgot I had this one in here. I have two in here. on my birthday in 2020, I wrote down stuff that happened. Like I was mentioning before, since I accepted my spirituality, weird stuff started happening. Not weird, just serendipitous. So I literally, I met someone named Opal, which is one of my favorite stones. And I was like, that's really unusual. Like somebody who has the name Opal. And then somebody gave me a Buddha bracelet because I liked it. Like he was wearing it and I was like, wow, like that's really nice. Like, and he gave it to me and there's a story behind it. He said he got it from a monk and he was giving it to me. And I was like, are you sure? And he's like, yeah, like take it. And I was like, okay. And then I got another free gift from a spiritual store. Um, the lady that owns it, she gave it to me because she said I looked like I needed it, and I was like, okay, thank you. And then I found some earrings that I liked, and then let's see what else happened. Plans to like update Kind Studio and what I wanted out of it, because it's always an evolving program. The more I learn and educate myself, the more I add to the program that I want to implement. And I put a high tech educational center with housing, communal eating area, and then I put IEC Holland because I remember seeing a documentary where they had these homes where different people would live, and then the kitchen and the dining room would be communal, and I really like that concept. And then free education, which I already implemented, and yeah, some other stuff. And then I mentioned the dream earlier. I wrote it down. It happened on January 23rd. What you do unto others will be done unto you 100-fold. I wrote that down because it stuck to me. And this is in 2020, so spiritually I was already high up there, you know. More dreams. Oh, this one was fun. I really like this one. I got another word in my dream, and the word was Zaras, which I was like, I have never seen that word in my life. Like, what does this mean? And then I looked it up, and it meant search ends when sharing starts. And I was like, that is so cool. Like, that is a freaking cool word. What is the origin of that word? Because it's not English. Our words aren't that complex. Yeah, origin unknown. Like, I don't know where it's from. I've like they literally don't have any origin for this name. I don't know. And then on February 9th in 2020, I had a dream about Valentine's Day. And I was like, okay. I'm not going to mention that because it's like personal to me. Nothing like weird. It was just really pretty, like imagery. And I want it to come true. You know? Not that I really buy into that whole commercial bullshit. Um, What else do I have here? And I was writing upside down for some reason. Oh, some manifestation stuff for somebody I've never met. Not mentioning that, that's personal. Why was I writing upside down? It's books that I wanted that I still haven't gotten. One of them I'm going to cross out because it's bullshit. Maybe. I'm going to put a question mark because I'm not sure. It's just Art of War by Sun Tzu. Eliminating race-based mental health disparities. And I should really get that book. And the book about Malala. And then more stuff about the jerk. Because I was like head over heels over him, but he was fake as fuck. Yeah, just continue writing in 2020. What else? Some papers that I have. What is this? Oh, some just questions that I want to answer. Oh, I have some like random stuff. Just like fun stuff. Sometimes I just like to write and think about it. So the prompt was today's the last day of the planet due to a meteor strike on midnight. Describe what your day would look like. And I put enjoy my life, be grateful for being alive, and go down like that guy in Pompeii. I think I mentioned this before, who masturbated while being immortalized. Yep. Yeah, and I have to complete more of this. So do I have a bookmark? I'm just going to use this little letter. Yeah, so that's the type of stuff that I do mainly when like either I'm struggling with emotions because I'm, even though I am I'm very stable, I still have like high emotions. They go up and down sometimes, but it's not to the point where it's uncontrollable. It's just, now that I'm older, I can manage them. And this is part of being bipolar. It's very high empathetic. Is that the right word? Empathetic energy. So, like, if something is really emotional, like, it will affect me on a very high emotional level. But now, I'm pretty good. I just write or paint. What was I gonna write? I was gonna go on Pinterest. So Pinterest is like the best thing to do journaling. Oh. And I want to look up some writing prompts because I love to read. You are the devil and you have been summoned via satanic ritual. As you manifest yourself, you find yourself in a quaint living room and meet a sweet old lady who just wants some company. I actually like that one. All right, what else do they have? Instead of heaven or hell, when you die, you find yourself in the room of a 6-year-old girl who invites you to join her tea party. It soon dawns on you you're her imaginary friend. That is freaking crazy. All right, I'm going to save these. These are really cool. Do I have writing prompts? No, I don't. I'm just going to put them under poetry. It's the same thing. Yeah, these are really cool. The year is 2020. The first astronauts have landed on Mars. They find a cave with a single human skeleton and 4 words written on the wall. This must have been written before this year. There's a lot of stuff about Lucifer. After Lucifer was kicked out of heaven, he decided to make his own paradise, both complete to the, well, he basically did. Both compete to have the best afterlife. Sadly, you have lived a sin free life and got sent to heaven. God is throwing a very boring, sin free party. You spend your time trying to get kicked out so you can go to hell. Yeah, I would probably be in hell. I don't know. I'm not saying that. Just ignore me. So now there's like this GIF of different writing prompts, and how do I save that? Because it's pretty cool. Like every month you write something different on the day. Let me see. Give it to me. Monthly writing prompts. Ah, snap. I gotta pay for it. I mean, I don't mind paying. It's only like $5. Oh wait, it's only for grade level 3, 4th, and 5th. So there's I don't, I'm looking for something more saucy. Let me see. I don't see anything else. This one's pretty interesting. It says, you witness something horrific in your dream. You imagine yourself taking pictures or video of this event. Upon waking from this dream, you find the pictures of this event in your phone. That sort of happened to me in real life. I had this awful, horrific dream that scarred me for a few days. I literally had PTSD for it. And I found the person that was in my dream online. So, anything is possible. Okay, this one's pretty cool too. Every person on Earth is born with a tattoo on each arm. One matches your soulmate, and one matches your worst enemy. However, most people have no clue which is which. You do because they are both the same. And this is going to be something interesting. So, in some spiritual beliefs, when you have a birthmark, it means you killed yourself, and you carry that with you to remind you not to do it again. And I have a birthmark, and I don't know how, but this is it's a cat. It's just a cat, and I find it funny. Not everything, but I just, it's a cat. And if I did, end my life, I don't know how I would have done it through this part. Like, I don't know. So yeah, so people believe that like birthmarks are like when you ended your life in the past life. What else do we have here? Oh God. Excuse me. Ah. don't see anything else. Somebody wrote, today's writing prompt. Imagine you're in the middle of a pandemic. Medical supplies are limited. There's no school, no toilet paper, and businesses are shutting down. And suddenly there's an earthquake. Or just write about how your day was. Same thing. I like this one. Okay. So a thief finds a note in a wallet they just pickpocketed. Meet me at the clock tower at midnight. I have a job you may be interested in. Bring my wallet with you. And the reason why I like that one is because when I develop characters for DMD, D&D, they're kind of different. I mean, everything I do is kind of just out of the box. So one of my characters would probably do that. He was a thief. I've never played him. I should. His name is Kite. And he, you know how thieves aren't supposed to be noticed? He really didn't care. Like, he doesn't give a shit. So he would steal people's stuff and leave foxglove, which is a venomous flower. And then people would know it was him. And he'd just be like, what are you going to do about it? I don't know what weapons I gave him. I don't think I gave him any weapons. I think he was all melee. But yeah, so that's something that one of my characters would probably do is keep something in their pocket like that. Or I would keep something in my pocket like that. It also reminds me of a game that I have. It's free to download. Let me go get it, actually, because if you want to play it, it's cool. Especially now in quarantine, like if you're stuck with a group of people that you like, it's something to do. Let me go find it. Where's the kitty? Still? Little kitty. Let me see. Sorry, I woke you up. So yeah, this is Gently, and he's clawing my boobie. He is a little gentleman. Are you gonna say hi? Nope. All right, go. Okay, you can sit on my lap. So anyways, he's very gentle. He's very docile. And Heidi's in love with him. Right, Heidi? You're so in love with him. So anyways, I don't know if they're still up, but if you want to download this game, it's sneakycards.net. And they come in color. I printed them out in black and white because I didn't want to waste ink. But depending on the color, you have an objective. So this one, the first one, is blue, and it's engage. And these are social experiments. Why wouldn't I love this game? So basically, you have this card, and you lay down in a public place until someone checks up on you. And if they check up on you, you give them the card, and then you just walk away. And I'm not going to tell you all of these because my roommate's watching. I'll do one more of a different color. Okay, so this one's cool. This is yellow, and it's a sneak card. Are you leaving? Go explore. Or no, he's just getting comfortable. You're so cute. All right, bye. So the mission. They're so cute. Heidi's so like into him. And anyways, the mission objective is slip this card into your favorite book at the library, and it says, if found, not by you, obviously. Add the name of the book to the card, then repeat the above objective. So yeah, those are really cool. Maybe I'll download the colored ones because those are cool and keep both. And there's a lot of free games like that you can just do. Oops, I put .com instead of net. They changed it, so it's Sneaky Cards. Yeah, this game was from years ago. And it looks like they're no longer free, but they updated the graphics. And now you can track the cards? What? Oh, that's so much better. Okay, so this was probably their prototype before they got funded. So I'm keeping these because they no longer exist. I might have to scan all of these. So this game doesn't exist. This was the prototype. And now they have a new one. And the graphics are cuter. They're official cards. And you can track them now. So they have their own tracking number. Shoot. And now I want this. And it's only $8 for both. All right. So yeah, these cards don't exist. I have a limited edition. So let me put the link. So if you're interested in buying the actual deck. This computer sounds like it's going to fly away. Check it out. Yeah, so so these cards are the prototype before the game was developed and published, and now they, obviously I would pay for a game that I like. At the time, this was free. I didn't steal it. Orange, create. Draw or paint a picture of your favorite animal. Give this card and your art to someone you just met. Don't forget to sign it. So I have to scan all these and laminate them because they no longer exist, actually. Or maybe somebody has the PDF file. Yeah, the PDF, it'd be so much easier for me than to scan all the cards. Crap. So the PDF is gone. I might have it deep in some hard drive. I'm going to look for it. So yeah, so prototypes. We talked about prototypes. Simple paper, simple graphics. Then you develop and evolve the idea. And and you obviously play test it because that's really important to play it with people. Because if the game doesn't work, you know, obviously you're not going to make any money. Yeah, these are really cute. So yeah, I forgot where I was going with this. I don't remember. Games. I just love games. I have a lot of games. I need more. But Sneaky Cards. It's sneakycards.com now. So let me put that there. They changed it. If you're stuck with people and you want to do something fun, I would do it, you know. I might go to my favorite place, Tea and Poets, and do this. I know them there. You know, they don't care about the virus. They're cool. I mean, I'm saying they're so professional, but you know, my friend Sid is there, so I'll probably be sneaky with him. Yeah, these cards are so nice. High five. I mean, the graphic design is really simple. Oh, there's two. Play it forward. Oh no, it's never mind. It's the same thing. And they come. What was that? Was that you? Did you meow? They come in different languages. French. I don't know that flag. German and English. Yeah. They should really have more. It's not hard to translate something. But yeah. $8 for a fun game. I'd buy it. Kitty. And let's see this. Gently. Gently. No, gently. Oh, he ran away. Gently. He's playing with hiding. So yeah, that's the end of that, where my dreams are displayed for the whole world to judge. What do you... That's what you get for being greedy. You know, I honestly don't care if people judge me. I mean, it's just... When people judge other people, it's more a reflection of themselves. So like it's just really telling in all honesty. So I just use psychology on them, reverse psychology. Yeah, that's the end of this video. I'm going to replicate these free cards, and if I'm generous, maybe I'll post them in my channel. Maybe. All right. Thank you for watching.